Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty3890 here with another Madden 16 Ultimate Team video. It's going to be a little different this time. What we are actually going to be doing is grading MUT this year. The game's been out for just about 6 months, or just under 6 months, so about halfway through the year. And I feel like it's kind of time to grade it and see kind of what they've done wrong and what they've done well, and kind of just see what they can do to get better for next year, or maybe even this year if they try to fix some things up. But let's start with the pros. Let's try to be positive. And the first thing we're gonna do is our solos. Solos this year, A plus. Like if you want to make coins, you can do solos. And they've basically said, if you want coins without spending money, you can just grind. And if you want to grind, you can get what you want. And I mean, look how many there are. There right now, there's basically 300 Gauntlet games, 160 Journey 1, which aren't even full games, 64 Journey 2s. There's always between 10 and like 20 weekly games. You got the Style Masters 80, Legend, and Positional Heroes. I mean, there's a ton of solos, and you can even go to a farm account, which is like another secondary account, and do them again. Like I've done that with the Journey 2 multiple times because you can get really good packs and really good cards. You can make easy coins. So I really like the fact that solos really pay out well. Like if you just want to grind and get what you want, you can do that. Next, we're gonna go to another positive, and I give solos an A plus. We're going to the Draft Champions. I give it an A. I think it's great. It's a good breather from MUT because it doesn't involve you doing anything with buying with packs. It's just kind of, you can do something quick, you can play with a team, and you can try players out. Like I was doing a rank draft and I got a couple of players like, oh, I've heard Clinton Portis is really good. I was able to get him in a legend draft and I tried him out and I really like the Clinton Portis. And you can do stuff like that and you can test them out and it doesn't cost you anything. People are saying they don't want to spend any money. You can just do draft champs. You can just do head to head where it doesn't cost you tickets, where tickets cost you 9,000 coins. So that's another really good thing I like. I give that an A. There are definitely room to improve on it. Very little, but I would just hope they don't make it so that it costs money to do it next year. I'm afraid they will because that's usually what EA does. Next, we're going to go to, I'm not sure if this is even a word. We're going to go easeability. Basically what I mean by that is how easy is it to do one thing to go to another. Basically, can I go to my binder and be like, I want to post someone on a trade block or I want to sell someone. Let's say if I want to sell this Lorenzo Alexander. I can hit L1, I see how much he goes for basically nothing. I'm going to then go right back in here. It now brings you right to it. I can then sell it. Incredibly easy. I know early in the year, it didn't take you right back to the card, it would take you to the top or whatever you were at. And that's why I gave it a little worse of a grade. They fixed it now, but for about 3 or 4 months, they didn't do that. And other things that they did in here is like you can go to your, let's just say you want to have someone in, let's say I have Walter Payton, I'm like, I don't want him anymore, I want to sell him. He can be in my lineup, I can post him on the auction house, and I don't have to take him out. That's another thing that they fixed. But there are certain things I wish they would change. For instance, let's say if I just want to add all these gold players into a gold badge set. You have to hit X, or whatever's on the Xbox, and you go to add the gold player set, and you have to do it for each one. I kind of wish you could just go like triangle, 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 and be like, I want to add all those guys, you hit X, add to, and you can pick the set and they all go right into it. I mean, it's not a huge thing, but if you do a lot of sets, that will definitely save you a lot of time. So I give easeability a B plus, just because there are a few things they can do to make it better, but overall I really do like how easy it is to go around. Like you don't have to spend days just trying to move stuff around your binder, put stuff in the sets. Like if you ever played Madden 25, you had to take the items out of your active lineup, put it into the set collection, you had to go into there, you had to go to the right set and then pick the card out of that, and there was loading times for everything. It was awful. It took forever. They've really improved in 2 years. I really like it. Gameplay this year, I give it a B plus. I like it a lot more compared to last year's. I know last year's was a PA end around. There was a face catching. If you didn't have a receiver taller than 6'3" last year, the receiver was useless. Now you can use a receiver any height. They made it so any receiver can get open with the whole possession, rack, or aggressive catch. I know the aggressive catch is a little overpowered. I thought it was really overpowered at the beginning of the year. I don't know, the more I've played, the more I realize it's not as much overpowered if you just get a right corner and you play the ball right. But there's still definitely room to improve. For instance, the running, I really don't feel like trucking running backs get the proper love they get from EA. I remember if you played Madden 25, like how bad it was for doing like easeability with sets. If you had a guy with like 98 trucking, he would literally just run someone over without losing any speed. I know that's a little unrealistic, but I mean, it's a video game. I kind of like that. I like that you can just be like, and just barrel someone over. I really like that aspect of it. I wish they would bring it back. I remember last year you could only use speed backs. This year you can get away with it. You do get some animations or some every once in a while, but not as often as I wish you would. So there's a few pros there. As you can tell, I definitely don't hate the game. And a lot of people say they hate Madden this year or MUT this year. I definitely don't. There's things I like about it, but there are definitely things I dislike. First thing we're gonna do, this gets an F minus, F fucking minus, in my opinion. Collectibles. I'm gonna rephrase it. Everyone except EA Sports hate collectibles. No one wants collectibles, EA. I hope you watch this. No one wants them. For every set, there's a damn collectible, and they're not the same. I was saying this earlier, and if you guys don't, make sure you go to my live streams, twitch.tv/knasty3890. I stream all the time. And I was talking with some people about it, and we realized we like collectibles only if they have value throughout the year. For instance, legend badges. No one really minds legend badges. You want to know why? Because if you pull the legend badge in September, it still has value in May. The only other collectibles that we liked as well are badges. If you pull a gold badge in September, you can use a gold badge in May, kind of like the whole year. If you pulled let's just go back to the last promo we just had, the Super Bowl promo. The gold Super Bowl collectibles were going for 100 coins on the auction house. Basically, you quick sell them. The elite ones were going for about 1,500 coins. They were 98% of the Super Bowl packs. You got a freaking collectible. We didn't want that. If I'm going to spend how many coins it costs to do, or points for a Super Bowl pack, I want a Super Bowl player. Even if it's a gold one, I don't care. I don't want to be like, oh, I pulled this collectible. No one gets the rush of a collectible. You get the rush of pulling a great player. I pulled Eric Berry in the Honors promo. Great rush. I love the Honors promo. I lost a lot of coins doing the Honors promo, but I love the fact that you can pull a player and there's no collectibles in it. That's what I loved about that promo. And that's a great segue to the next con I'm going to do. Promos. I give them a D. Just because, like I mentioned, the Super Bowl promo. Collections. They ruin it. The collections ruin the promo. The Halloween promo, the Most Feared promo, was awful because no one pulled players. You could not pull a player in the Super Bowl promo. You pulled collectibles. It drove everyone nuts. They were not, the only way you could get them by the end of it were toppers. So basically you had to buy a pack to get the topper. Now I understand that enough people buy them. If you don't buy the topper, you can get the cards relatively cheap. That should not how it has to be. You want the rush of getting the card, and you cannot do it when there's collectibles. It drives everyone nuts. Like I said, if you're going to have a collectible in the game, if it works in September or August when the game drops, I want it to work throughout the year. So only collectibles I want next year in a perfect world, no collectibles, but badges so that they work in the flashback, throwbacks, quick sells. That's fine, because that's like a means to do those. I don't have a problem with that at all. Legend badges, I can deal with. But you know what would be nice next year, EA? And tell me guys in the comments before if you agree with this or not, if you think this is even too much. If you're going to have the one legend in a pack and a one in a set, how about this? At the beginning of the year, each legend set takes 4 legend badges. Throughout the year, when the cards get higher, it goes up to 5, 6. Maybe legends when you finally finish your legends, you go into Ultimate Legends, they take 12 legend badges. But the point is, there's not new collectibles every week. You have these legend badges that just work for every player. That way, I can be like, you know what? At the beginning of the year, I'm going to just hoard a lot of these legend badges. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to be like, that legend right there, that Sean Taylor, that Barry Sanders, that Bo Jackson, I'm going to have enough legend badges, and I'm going to go get them day one because I want it to be easy to get someone. And I know, like, I never played MUT 13. I played Madden 13. I didn't play really MUT. But people say MUT, you could get every great player. It was really easy. And there is a happy medium. You don't want to be like, open every pack and you get a 99 overall player, because then you don't get the rush of when you actually get something great. There has to be times when you don't get something, and I understand that. But the pull rates this year are garbage, and that goes into my next point with limited edition cards, that they're so hard to freaking pull. And I understand they're going to be rare, but if you remember in Madden 25, all of them, instead of over 24 hours, were out of 50 or out of 100. The Football Outsiders dropped at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. I think there were 100 for each console. And they'd be gone in like 45 minutes. You know how long, when golden tickets come out later this year, how long will it take to pull 100 golden tickets? It's going to take days. But it used to take literally 45 minutes, because everyone knew they were dropped then. And I have a theory why EA got rid of that. I still think the limited edition cards are numbered. For instance, I pulled the Honors Eric Berry. Well, let's go to the Boss Mike Vick that just dropped a couple days ago. I bet you there were 100 in packs. They don't number them though. What they do is they say they're in for 48 hours, and they'll just drop them every once in a while. But EA wants to get the most money out of it, so because for instance, if someone pulled the 100th Mike Vick on the PS4 at 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, before EA would tweet out, all Vicks are out. No one's going to be buying packs anymore. If people think that Vic's still in packs, they will spend on it. That's EA's logic on that. I don't have proof that's what they do. It just makes too much sense that they don't do that. And that's what I hate. Like, I know what... I guess I don't like the limited edition cards are so rare. I hate how the fact that they present it to make you feel like they're common when they're really not. I've pulled packs for every limited edition card, probably way too much. I pulled the Eric Berry. That was a great pull. I'm not gonna say like I got very lucky on that. I spent over 1 million coins on the honors cards, honors collect promo, excuse me, and I got one limited edition card, which is fine. I mean, I sold it for about 700k, so you know what? At the end of the day, that's not that bad. I know I lost 100k, but it was a lot of fun. And I pulled one limited edition team of the week, excuse me. It was Jamie Collins. I pulled him twice in one night, which is remarkable. Other than that, I didn't pull any, and I pulled for all throughout the year. And I just wish they would just put them as a number. That way, I'm not going to try to pull them when they're not in packs, because I know that's what they do. And my last con I got for EA, and this is something that no one even thinks about, but I was thinking about it, and I'm like, this makes no sense. It's points. Why are points in Madden? I know when they first came out a couple years ago, they said it's so that they can do happy hours. Well, raise your hand if you've seen a happy hour that EA's done, because they haven't had one yet. And this is why I'm going to get to you guys why points are a scam. Let's just say you want to spend 8,000 points on this Ultimate Pack bundle. All right, 8,000 points. That's roughly what, $75, $80? I'm going to go buy it with points. I don't have enough points because I got 2 points. Here we go. You can either spend 8,900 points, so now you have to spend an extra certain amount of dollars to get points, but they give you bonus points. How do you know what a bonus point is? They don't tell you what one point is worth. There's not like a scale that says 1 point's worth 50 cents. So you don't know what bonus points is. It's just a made-up currency that they did so that they will always make their bundles work out that you have to spend extra. You can either, you have to go extra to a certain amount. It's just ridiculous how they pull this off. And people didn't even, I know some people have realized this, but you shouldn't have to spend extra to get it. Just say the bundle's $70. You go to the PlayStation store, you go to the Xbox store, you spend $70, it's your bundle. You don't have to spend $74.99, get an extra 900 points to just randomly rip on Pro Packs or whatever. It's ridiculous that you have to do that. And it's just a scam. If they did happy hours, I can understand it. Now, I know a couple times this year they've done for 24 hours you can get an all Pro Pack for 99 points. Maybe you want to call that a happy hour. I don't know if you want to do that or not. I feel like a happy hour would be rip points to get this or whatnot. The Blitz promo, they kind of did something like that, but it wasn't based off points. You could have done that with just spending money. Points are pointless, pun intended. They're stupid. It's just another way of... EA Sports is rated... EA Games, Electronic Arts, is rated one of the worst companies in America for a freaking reason. I think, 2 of the last 3 years, they rated the worst company in America. That's not worst video game company in America. That's the worst company in America. And there's a lot of really fucking bad companies in America. And this is some of the reasons why. I understand they get some things done well. The gameplay is good. The solos are great. Draft Challenge is really good. The easyability is great. But it's when greed comes into it, when there's money involved, EA finds a way to just treat you like shit. And that's what bugs me. It's just, the promos, I love when they drop a promo. I hate the fucking collectibles, but I understand the collectibles are there so they get more money out of it. But don't go after every goddamn sentence. Some people might like you a little bit more. You might actually make a little bit of money. But overall, this game, this year's MUT, not just Madden, because I know, for instance, the gameplay and all that stuff works really well in connected franchise. But overall, I give it a B-, a C+, barely above average. It's just kind of the things I just said there. But comment down below, guys. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? And I'll try to post more videos in the future, guys, about this. But I want to hear what you guys say. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. Both are just twitch.tv/KNasty3890. Twitter at KNasty3890. Links will be in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it gets a little bit of a debate in the Madden community, guys. But yeah, have a great one. See you next time.